So on Amazon, you can sell as a merchant or you could sell as an FBA seller. Merchant is similar to eBay, where when you source the items, the listing process is a little different, but you store it at your house. Right. And then when it sells, you ship it to the customer, you deal with customer service, similar to eBay. FBA is when, say you get 20 or 30 books, you list them, but instead of storing them and providing customer service and shipping yourself, you put them all in one box and you ship them out to the warehouses.
Right.
What's the hardest thing, right? Like, what's something right now that you're really struggling with?
I think I got to get familiar with the technology, for one. Familiar with the price structure, like you know, following some people around, chatting them up, you know, without trying to be too bothersome, let them work, and like they immediately can tell if it's worth it or not.
Yeah.
No.
Well, let me ask you: do you want to sell on eBay or Amazon first? Because that's one thing I would advise is, like, when you're new, like, choose one to start with. Don't try to put your hands in too many cookie jars at first, because you're going to be. It's very overwhelming just to learn one thing. Like, you look at all these guys, you know, who are sourcing here, guys and gals, and it's like it looks so easy, and it is. Yeah. But it's kind of like if you think of it as like planting like a potato or something, or planting something in the soil, like that seed, you've had to water it. It took months to germinate and finally sprout or something to grow. Like, it looks like it simply just grew, but there was so much work under the surface that was going on, you know?
Well, I'll throw it back to you. What should someone new start with, eBay or Amazon?
Well, it depends on how much capital you have, where you live, what you're interested in, your passions. Like, if you love selling books, then I would go Amazon all day long.
Okay.
If you like to sell a wide array of items, maybe you like to do hard goods, maybe you like to do electronics, maybe you like to do tools, different things like that, or maybe like different things around the house, just random things, like eBay, because eBay is going to be a lot easier to start. There's less rules, there's less restrictions. Amazon, it's more challenging to sell what you want because there's so many rules and restrictions and gated categories. So I feel like eBay is a great place to start.
Okay.
Just because it's easier, you have more control. You have a lot less control on Amazon. You can't create your own listings. You can, but most people don't. You're not taking your own pictures. The listings are already created. You can't really sell items on Amazon that are like damaged or have any issues, and you have to learn. Like, there's just a lot more to learn, I feel like, on Amazon. It's more scalable. It's for someone who's like working a full-time job and you want to be able to like make semi-passive income without having to always like consistently like store your items and have an inventory system and shipping on a daily basis. Like, Amazon's great, but I think eBay is probably the best place for most people to start.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so I don't know, what are your thoughts in terms of like products that you like to sell?
It's books. I'd like to start with books,
because you had a bunch of books in your basket at Savers.
It seems to be the way to go. It seems to be the most popular.
Amazon all day long.
Yeah, okay.
Amazon FBA.
Yeah.
So on Amazon, you can sell as a merchant or you could sell as an FBA seller. Merchant is similar to eBay, where when you source the items, the listing process is a little different, but you store it at your house. And then when it sells, you ship it to the customer, you deal with customer service, similar to eBay. FBA is when, say you get 20 or 30 books, you list them, but instead of storing them and providing customer service and shipping yourself, you put them all in one box and you ship them out to the warehouses. And there's warehouses all over the country. So when you ship it out to the warehouse, Amazon's gonna collect it, put it on their shelves, and when it sells, they're gonna pick it, pack it, ship it, and provide customer service and then send you a check. And you can typically get higher prices, FBA, because it's Prime, it's 1 to 2 day shipping. Customers think that they're buying from Amazon. Customers don't realize they're buying from third-party sellers like us. So Amazon FBA with books all day long, all day long. But you've got to get an app, because I know we were talking before and you said you didn't have a scanning app. You're screwed. Like, it's nearly impossible to like just hand pick. I'm sure some veterans out there would be watching and being like, "Get out of here, you're crazy." But you know.
Right. Great. Thanks.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Cool. Yeah, but if you need any, if you want me to show you some scanning, I can.
Sure.
If you want, like I'll show you some. So you should also talk to my mom after too. That's my mom right there. She does books, but so I like to use Scout IQ. right? And it tells you like how many scans you've had, how many has been accepted, your accept rate. You don't really have to worry about that. But you go under Scout, right? And you see the scan button. Let's find a book. Oh, sorry about that. And sometimes certain barcodes won't scan, so I don't know if this barcode's gonna scan. We'll see if it will. No, it didn't work. If I use the Amazon Seller app, the cool thing is you could scan the cover usually. That thing's selling on Amazon, on eBay. See, I can't find the book.
Right,
I don't know
right.
if this is listed on Amazon. I'm gonna look for something easier to show you.
Edit that out. No good, right? So that's off the list.
Yeah, it's off the list. I could have probably tried to find it.
That looks like a textbook to me. Is it?
Yeah, it is. It is a textbook. So when you're looking at it, there's a bunch of different information here. Do you know anything about what you're seeing right here?
No.
Got it. So
Well, a little bit, maybe like the rank.
Yeah.
That's not.
This is the rank.
That's a terrible rank.
It's not a good rank, but if it had like $20 or $30 worth of profit in it,
Yeah.
and the e-score was higher, the e-score is an indicator of how many times the book is sold over the last 6 months.
Okay.
Like how many days it is sold. So this is sold one time, one day over the last 6 months.
Right.
So it's barely selling. The rank is high, and the rank is more or less like a snapshot in time of like how fast it's selling. So it's slow seller. The merchants are at $5.59. FBA's at $9.99. So if I sold this book right now, if I got it for free, I'd lose $2.42.
Yeah.
So obviously that's not very profitable. Hey, you want
not a good-
here? I'll let you take the phone,
All right.
and we'll find a book right here. And you hit that button,
What am I hitting?
this corner button right here, and then you got to just line it up over it. Boom. And then it found 2 books. Doesn't look like either one of those are the books. It's pulling up the wrong books. So in that situation, Scout IQ can't find the book. So what I would do is I would switch over to Amazon. Let me see if Amazon could find it. Nope. For some reason, the barcode number is like incorrect. So in that case, I would scan the cover because it's pulling the wrong one. And I found it. So this book has a 1.2 million rank. New is selling for $9. Used is $5. There's no FBA, which means you could ask a premium, but you can't go higher than new. So it's too low.
Too low.
It's too low of a price.
What type of a profit margin are you looking for the book to be worth it?
It really depends. So for most books at like places like over here, you can see the prices are like $1.49. Some of them are $2.99. So like if I'm gonna spend $3 on a book, like I definitely want to make at least $3 or $4 profit on it if
Okay,
it's a
so
fast seller.
100%.
Yeah, like if it's a fast seller.
Right.
So again, the cool thing with Scout IQ is it gives you more than just sales rank. Amazon only gives you sales rank, which sales rank could be misleading.
Right.
Because a book might have sold like 5 times today and the sales rank is really low. But if it doesn't sell for 3 weeks, that sales rank could go from 60,000 up to 500,000 real quick, you know? So eScore is telling you how many times it's sold in the last 6 months. This sold over 151 times, this book, in the last 6 months. So this is a really fast seller.
That's a well-known book.
It's a very fast-selling book. So if I was only to make $2 or $3 profit, I might do it.
Yeah.
Because I know I'm going to get my money back. What's the ROI on spending 3 and then making 2? That's like over 50% ROI. Right. So like almost like you're guaranteeing your profit with something like this. Now, if this book had like a 6 million rank and is only going to make $3, I wouldn't do it because why am I going to put my money on the table to maybe flip in like 8 or 12 months when I could use that money to buy something that would turn over. Unfortunately, this book isn't making any money. It actually would lose $3 if I bought this book.
Wow.
So the name of the game with books, brother, is like literally you have to scan a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
You have to scan a lot.
One and get to the other one.
Yeah, and you have to know what you're looking for. Typically, I focus on nonfiction books.
Nonfiction.
Weird, obscure, odd, unique, very niche books, like if it was a book on like woodworking or like horseback riding or something really specific into like fly fishing. Like fishing is the niche, but fly fishing is like a sub, like you're diving deeper into the niche. Like those tend to usually go for a bit more money. And then you start to just see things that look interesting. This looks kind of interesting, but I don't know if it's gonna be worth anything.
Yeah, I wish they had these prices where I was.
No, lose $1.45.
Wow.
And with Scout IQ, you have triggers.
Yeah.
So it's rules. A trigger is a rule. So you could set up rules. See how it's red? That means pass. If it was green, it would mean buy.
Okay.
So I can set up rules to say, hey, show me the green color, which indicates I want to buy it if the book is between a 500,000 and a million rank and makes at least $3. So like you could go in and change the rules.
Okay.
So you don't have to be like consistently analyzing. I'm talking everything out right now for you.
Yeah.
There's a lot of analyzing, but you can get the app to do a lot of the analyzing for you. Let's see. Let's pick something that looks interesting here.
Now, are we staying away from textbooks?
No. Textbooks are great.
Textbooks are great.
If you're a if you're a new seller, right? So like when you sign up for an Amazon account, you might have trouble selling some of these books because
Talking about what you sell online?
yeah.
You know what my daughter sells?
What does she sell?
Plants. The root of successful plants. And she makes so much stupid money.
You know what's funny? I met somebody when I was in Corbin, Kentucky. I met a friend. He was an Amazon seller, and he was making hundreds of thousands of dollars with rare breeds of plants as well.
Yeah, this is how smart she is. She comes over to my house, cuts my plants.
Really? What does she sell them on? Amazon or eBay?
I want to say Amazon.
Yeah, that's where my buddy was selling them
I think
too.
that's about her. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's such a weird niche that like the competition's probably low.
Well, and here's one of the things.
Until it gets on the Raiken Profit YouTube channel.
Yeah, I love the way plants look. I hate taking care of them. I'm
Yeah.
not a plant person. But I've successfully kept these three
That's amazing.
10 of them alive, and she comes over and cuts them and takes them.
Well, you got a smart girl there.
Yeah, I know it. I know where she didn't come from.
Well, that niche is destroyed now. Where were we?
Like the well-known authors, you want to stay away from them, right?
Yeah, because the fiction books are like mass-produced. There are some fiction books that can make you money, but these are usually mass-produced, you know? I like to look for like weird, odd things. Like this looks interesting. I know we're at the Connecticut Thrifting Meetup now, and everyone's freaking flying through and scanning stuff, but who knows, maybe we'll find something. Nope. So like this is how I kind of want to do it. Like normally I'd have my scanner on me, so I'd be moving quicker, my handheld scanner, but like I want to move quick. Like I don't want to be playing games. I don't want to be at the thrift store all day. Some people like hanging out at the thrift store all day. I don't. I just want to make some money and leave. So like I want to move quick. And sometimes, dude, you'll spend an hour scanning, you won't find anything. Other times, within 15 minutes, you'll find 4 books that make you $200.
Nice.
Right? So it's like, yeah, but it's like, thrift stores are like the lowest hanging fruit. No, let me rephrase that. Thrift stores is like where everyone hangs out.
Right.
You want to start looking at library sales, even consignment shops, talking to schools and colleges, Facebook Marketplace, like thrift store, like all it takes is one good reseller to wipe this whole thing out. Like there could have been a reseller here right before us, and now we're just wasting all our time. Exactly. I mean, that's anywhere, you know, but you want to think outside the box, you know? Anything in business. You don't want to always do what everyone's doing. Like it might work for a short period of time, but eventually the market is going to catch up, and you have to find like creative, unique ways to like reach more people or find the products, you know, because everyone's coming here.
Right, exactly.
Oh, I thought a bin had gotten pulled out. Over here they have these gray bins that they wheel out. I don't see any right now, but they'll put the books on there or they'll put the new products. You want to attack those.
Right.
So yeah, that's a little bit about
All right,
books,
thanks
man.
for your help.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
yeah, no problem.